Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Jewelz, and we are back with another Storytime Tuesday. And look, man, what? What? Dang. Y'all gonna love this one. I probably you gonna love this one. All right, y'all. So, I was in ninth. Look, everything had like all the crazy things that happened to me mostly happened between like seventh grade to like ninth grade. It was kind of it was kind of crazy. So check this out. I was in ninth grade, right? I just got done with we had traveling teams. I was on the 18 because you know your boy was out there killing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so just got home from basketball practice, right? And got home and showered and everything like that, and I get a phone call from one of my friends, and she's one of my best friends, and she was like, yo, I'm with my cousins, you know, do you want us to come pick you up? And I'm just in like, okay, yeah, I mean, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? And then she's like, do you have any friends with you? And I was like, no, but I can call somebody, right? So I ended up calling one of my homeboys that he actually ended up being in like a reality TV show. Not gonna name any names, but people that I grew up with, they'll know who I'm talking about. But ended up calling him. He sped over. He's a model. He was a model, and he did like reality TV shows and stuff like that. So I'm like, who's your cousins? You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, oh, the one that I told you about before. And she had told me about her cousin that was her cousin was 17 years old, and she was a senior in high school, right? And I am a freshman, 14 years old, 14-year-old freshman, right? So we, you know, and like I had seen pictures of her cousin, and she looked like a Hispanic Aaliyah. Now think about that. Think about the singer Aaliyah. She looked like a Hispanic version, all right, because she was Mexican. All right, so I'm like, yeah, let's kick it. You know what I'm saying? Let's kick it. So they come and pick us up, right? And it ended up being one of my friends and her two cousins. All right, so it was her older cousin and her younger cousin. So her younger cousin was a year younger than me and her. So and then my homeboy, we jump in the vehicle and we're just driving around like we have nothing to do. We have nowhere to go. We have nothing to do. We're just like kind of driving around trying to figure out like what to do, right? So it was actually like really cold that night. And it was it was basketball season. It was snowing, and roads were kind of slippery and stuff, and like this girl could not drive to save her life, right? So we are driving and we're just like, you know what, like we've been out for a couple hours, let's just go home, you know. Like I think it was like a Sunday night. It was like a Sunday night, I swear it was like a Sunday night. So then we're getting off at this off ramp, and like it's me. Okay, so it's the girl and it's the cousin that drives, right? So okay, before we get to that part, come to find out, the 17-year-old cousin wanted to get with me. You know what I'm saying? Like she liked me, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, I'm 14 years old. Like I'm attracted to the girl, but you know, like what you gonna do with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm in the front seat with her, you know, because we're kind of chopping it up, talking, and then we have the little sister was in the middle, and then we had no, it was me and her up front, and then the three were in the back. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy Tom was for some reason in the middle between the two girls. So between my good friend and her other cousin. So we are driving and I'm chopping it up with the girl and we're talking and she, you know, she's fine. So I'm just like, you know, whatever happens, you know, like if she likes me, then I like her because she's fine and she's 17 years old. She can drive around, she can come to my games, whatever. So we are getting off of this off ramp, right? And she's going super fast. I'm like, I don't know what the heck this girl's doing. Like, she can't drive. So she's going super fast and it's like snowing out at the same time. And if you're not familiar with the off ramp, then like you don't know where the road kind of turns at, right? So we ended up going straight off of the off ramp. She didn't hit the turn, she went straight off of it and went straight into this ditch, like hit the ditch head on. And this was an old vehicle too, it didn't even have any airbags. All right, so luckily we had our seatbelts on, right? So I ended up like jamming my wrist, and my homeboy Tom, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to name any names, but homeboy, he like flew forward and he hit his head on the windshield, and he had like this big bump on his head. You know what I'm saying? He kept on joking around all night, saying that he was a unicorn or whatever. So we couldn't get the vehicle out of the ditch. It's all just messed up. The night went from very great to just went to hell. So back then we had no cell phones, y'all. We didn't have no cell phones. Well, my mom had a cell phone, but I didn't have it that night. So we ended up like trying to figure out how the heck we're gonna get home, and they weren't supposed to be with us, and like how are they gonna get picked up to get their car out of the ditch? You know what I'm saying? So we are walking around in the cold, knocking on random doors, asking to use the phone to call a tow truck and to call somebody to pick us up. So I think we called one of our other friends to come pick us up. They had to call their mom to come pick them up because they weren't supposed to be with us and they were going to get in trouble. So the girl that liked me, her parents super strict, and there's another story that I'll tell you about that a little bit later. It comes in probably a couple more stories, but anyway, so we got picked up and they got picked up, right? But in the midst of us walking around trying to find a house to call somebody, right, the little sister, the one that was a year younger than me, she was just kind of like, her personality was just like more attractive. Like it was more like me, you know what I'm saying? So she was like more goofy. So I ended up like chopping it up with her, and she was cold, so I ended up giving her my vest. I wore like this puffy vest, and so she wore that, and then like we were kind of talking or whatever, and then it was weird. So then me and her started talking, and my boy and the older girl started talking. So he was a year older than me, so he was closer to her age. He was a sophomore, she was a senior. So they started talking. I ended up actually being with the girl, like actually made her my girlfriend. So it was just kind of weird how that whole thing happened, right? So we get picked up, I'm chopping up with the older sister, and I end up with the younger sister. It was kind of crazy. Anyway, we made it home and everything was good, except for, like I said, I hurt my wrist, and my homeboy, he hit his head, so he was kind of messed up. But yeah, man, that was like one of the craziest nights I've had. Especially, you know what, that's like one of those things where like, you know, that like you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. Like I wasn't even supposed to be out that late, and then they weren't supposed to be with us, right? So it's kind of like you're both in the wrong, and it's just bad karma coming back to you for like lying to your parents or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like if there's anything to take from this, make sure that y'all, always be honest with your parents and don't be lying, because then bad karma comes your way. But that's all I gotta say for this video, y'all. Let me know down in the comment section what you thought of the video. And this girl that I ended up with is one of the craziest stories that I have later on. So just we're gonna be referring back to this in another video. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section what y'all thought about this video, what you thought about the story, and let me know if you have any kind of story that is kind of similar. I like reading y'all's stories in the chat, in the comment section. So just let me know, y'all. Like, I'll tell you, like, that was a crazy night. Like, things could have got bad. It could have been really, really bad, but luckily God was on our side. We didn't, the car was totaled, but we walked away just fine. You know what I'm saying? And then I got the girl in the end. You know what I'm saying? So let me know down in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and I got more videos to come. Also, if you want to check out me and my team playing some Warzone or PUBG live streams, come catch us over on Twitch. The link to that will be down in the description. So that's all I got for y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.